Why does the lioness stumble toward the camplight? In the silence of night, exhaustion pulls her closer to human presence. What drives her steps through the dark? Each motion carries the weight of pain, fatigue, and an untold struggle. Ranger Jack steadies his camera, unsure if this fragile creature seeks help or harbors fear too deep to name. The ground trembles faintly beneath her trembling paws, each breath whispering a plea carried by the cold air. And then she collapses. The sound of surrender echoes softly through the sleeping savannah. Jack runs forward, instinct guiding compassion as danger fades beneath urgency. Kneeling beside her, Jack feels the pulse of life, weak but determined, still fighting beneath fragile calm. His flashlight glides across her fur, tracing silent stories of survival under a watchful moon. From above, the scene is small yet sacred, one life trusting another in the stillness of night. Jack wipes away dust with tender precision, each motion a quiet promise of care. He checks her breathing, the steady rhythm slowly returning to strength under his watchful gaze. The beam of light sweeps across her body, revealing marks of struggle carved by unseen cruelty. Jack's hands move gently, guided not by fear, but by the quiet courage of empathy. Around them, the night grows still, as if the wilderness itself holds its breath in witness. Jack rinses his hands, the soft splash of water breaking the silence like a fragile heartbeat. Layer by layer, he wraps her wounds, turning pain into a fragile beginning of healing. Sweat glimmers on his brow, but his focus never falters. A guardian's resolve beneath flickering light. From above, the lioness lies calm, the traces of suffering slowly softened by human hands. Jack pauses, eyes fixed on her, sensing strength not lost, but waiting to rise again. The camp sleeps, yet between them, a fragile bond takes root in the hush of firelight. Jack records notes carefully, his pen etching the silent story of courage found in the night. His hand slows when he looks back. Her chest rises and falls in rhythm with hope. The clock nears dawn, and gentle light begins to touch the weary outlines of survival. Jack dozes briefly, his shadow mingling with the first warmth of morning. Beneath that warmth, the lioness stirs, her breath deepening as life stirs within her once more. Jack wakes to movement, wonder replacing fatigue as he meets her awakening gaze. Slowly, her eyes open, glimmering with awareness, neither wild nor afraid, simply alive. She stands, unsteady but proud, reclaiming balance with quiet dignity. Jack steps back, watching as caution turns to respect in the space between them. The lioness gazes long at him, a moment suspended between instinct and understanding. Then she turns, her golden form retreating toward the forest that once hurt her. Morning light spills across her path, each step a return to freedom. Jack, sensing meaning beyond reason, gathers his gear and follows the trail. Beyond the fence, he walks through dew and dust, guided only by fading tracks. Her footprints press into the soft earth, proof of survival written in soil and sun. Trees close around him, filtering light like fragments of memory. He halts, listening. The forest hums with whispers that lead him deeper. Raising his binoculars, Jack scans ahead, searching for the truth she carries. There, in the shimmer of leaves, the lioness appears again, glancing back. The forest envelops them both, two lives bound by silent purpose. Her stride grows stronger, tail swaying like a signal of renewed will. Jack climbs over fallen wood, keeping pace, his breath merging with forest air. Ahead, sunlight bursts open, unveiling a hidden clearing. From behind her, the view reveals what she guards: a nest of fallen branches, carefully arranged. The sound of rustling stirs the quiet. The faint, trembling cry breaks through. Beneath the branches, 3 small cubs appear, eyes wide with confusion and hope. The mother lowers her head, a low hum of comfort rolling from her chest. The cubs run forward, tiny paws tapping against dry leaves, urgency in their small cries. One presses against her leg, looking up with recognition older than words. She bends, her tongue brushing away the dust of waiting. The other 2 press close, their bodies trembling in her warmth. She nudges them gently, her movements both fierce and tender. Light shimmers through leaves, wrapping the family in gold. Jack stands frozen, breath caught, the magnitude of the moment sinking in. Behind him, the forest glows, a silent witness to reunion and grace. One cub glances toward him, curiosity glinting like dawn in its eyes. The mother looks up too, her gaze deep and knowing, bridging the distance. With quiet strength, the lioness turns away, leading her cubs home. Jack nods softly, his heart full of something beyond words. Respect, perhaps, or gratitude. The light dances on their backs, each step a hymn to endurance. Jack slows his pace, letting the forest swallow their tracks. From above, he is a lone figure, still watching as green shadows reclaim silence. Lowering his camera, he exhales, a man changed by what he's witnessed. Beneath him, the earth holds their footprints like precious memories of resilience. The wind stirs gently, carrying away the last whispers of the night's ordeal. Morning now glows fierce, spreading warmth across the awakening land. Jack turns back toward camp, each step echoing a quiet peace. Sunlight glides across his shoulders, guiding him home through golden air. From high above, his figure shrinks, a small keeper of a vast compassion. Back at camp, Jack places the camera down, his movements unhurried, his thoughts full. On the screen, the final frame flickers. Mother and cubs bathed in morning light. A faint smile crosses his face, the kind born not of pride, but of humble awe. He writes carefully, each word a quiet tribute to courage restored. The note reads simply, "Lioness safe with cubs, area secured." Truth in its purest form. As sunset falls, Jack sits before the forest's edge, where shadows breathe and hope remains.